Hello, Holy Cross community. This is Father Gerasimos together with George Washington here at the American Revolution Museum at Yorktown, Virginia. And I'm here at this beautiful museum. Yorktown is the place where there was a decisive battle after 6 years of fighting in 1781, October, where the British got a decided blow by the American colonists, and that's the beginning of the end of the war on the Revolutionary War, and eventually America got its independence from the British. I'm here commemorating the people who offered their lives, people who had commitment, people who believed in God. And because of their belief in God, they believed that there was justices and rights that were given by God. And because of belief in God, they fought for what was right and defended freedom and defended the liberties that we have. I'm here at this museum. Of course, it is after Labor Day and it's not as busy as it might have been at other times. I'm not quite sure. But I really believe how important it is to bring our children to these places so that they can be inspired, so they can see holy and beautiful things, so that they can realize that they have to be patriots, so that they realize also the importance of country and the importance of sacrifices. You know, a lot of our children of Holy Cross, I know they always go to like places like Dave Buster's and other entertainment places and Kalahari, and I think all of these have their places, but I really believe that more important than anything else, it is for our children to be inspired, both by church, but also places both here and in Greece and other parts of wherever our parish belongs to, or places where people sacrifice, people that love things that are important and holy. You see, if our children would not know history, church history, the history of our country, both of Greece and of course the United States that we live in, our beautiful country here, then what do they know? And then new ideas and new ideologies will teach our kids other ideas and ideologies, and they won't be patriotic. And our Dave Buster's and other of these Kalahari and theme parks and all the entertainments teach our kids just good time, and myself and me, and how can I treat myself. Places like this teach us sacrifice, giving of ourselves, and loving of something that is more important and new. So my good people, take your children to these historical places. Take them to the national parks. Take them to the historical parks. Take them to the museums. Let them see the glory of God in the things that God created, but also in the wars that people fought. Because remembering history prevents us from having new wars. Remembering history, when the wars happen, will teach us to fight. And when there's oppression, will teach us to endure and eventually fight for our freedoms. So, from Yorktown, Virginia, where this decisive battle took place, where the beginning of our country in one way started, as the hope of freedom sprang forth, may we teach our children freedom. The number one freedom that comes from Jesus Christ. The second freedom, of course, that comes from engaging in battle. And as my mom told me, is that back then, back in the 1800s, people knew who the enemy is. Do we really know who the enemy is nowadays behind the internet and all this cyber world? And who are the people who are fighting us to take away our freedoms? And of course, the biggest enemy, of course, is the evil one who wants to enslave us to his ways. But Jesus Christ, as it says in the book of Revelation, he is the one who has conquered and is conquering. And no matter if we're slave or free, Jesus Christ has given us a freedom to be sons of God, sons and daughters of God, freedom to be with him. So signing off from the American Revolution Museum at Yorktown, but also with George Washington next to me, Father Gerasimos, with a lot of love.